Hey everybody, and welcome back to Droobz Vids, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at the Blade Mezco 112 Collective. So Mezco and the 112 Collective, this is actually my first Mezco I've purchased, and I showed it off on my most recent video. I'll leave a link down in the description below to that if you want to check it out. But yeah, for my initial reaction anyways, and I did kind of open it up and give you guys a sneak peek, but today we are going to be reviewing this bad boy, and I am pretty excited. So you get a lot of covers on here, plastic covers, I guess, to protect the box, and you know, the figure inside as well. So we're going to go ahead and just remove all that, and yeah, let's take a look here at the actual box itself. Man, that is cool. Very nice looking box, and you got your little 112 there. So on the side, get this blade symbol, nice, and Mezco Toyz, and once again with the 112, pretty large box. And then on the back here we get basically a list of all our accessories. So we get, you know, a couple guns, some cool glass, and some stakes for vampire killing, as well as those cool little shurikens that he likes to throw. I guess you could call them shurikens, not too sure what they call them. But he also got his sword here, and then you got an extra head sculpt, some glasses. I don't know if you get all 4 glasses or just one. We'll check here in a minute. We got a nice stand there and a plethora of different hands to check out and put them in different poses. They also have some cool stock photos here of all the awesomeness that he could do. It's a very cool looking figure, and of course this is not a toy for children, intended for adult collectors only, so keep that in mind, age 18 and up. So let's go ahead and check out the figure. Oh, isn't that a glorious sight? Anytime you could open up a new figure, or just, you know, a new line of figures, that is awesome. And you know what, I think we do get 4 different sunglasses there. That's cool. I don't know if I need that many sunglasses, but you know, you never know. Let's go ahead and check it out and see why they threw in so many. So there's no tape on the box here at all, so it should be pretty easy to open up. Oh, that's cool. On the back there we got Mezco logo. That's Gomez. Man, Gomez is a pretty cool character. I definitely want to get a Gomez Mezco one of these days. They tend to sell out really quick, and they're quite expensive. Speaking of expensive, I guess we'll go ahead and talk about the retail price on a figure like this. These run about $80 at retail, so keep that in mind if you guys are looking for a figure like this, or just a Mezco 112 in general. And of course you can find deals on eBay or Mercari or something like that, or conventions. So just standard retail should be $79.99 plus, you know, tax, shipping, and all that good stuff. And then inside the box here, there's a couple pamphlets, it looks like. No other kind of insert in the back of the box there. Nothing to write home about, but you got some cool stuff in here. It says Blade figure sword sheath clips onto a magnetic clip, nice, that holds onto a figure's back with the magnet. Sheath can be worn on top of coat or without coat. Okay, so they put a little bit of instructions in there for you. That's very cool. Nothing on the back of that. And as for this one, it says, "Welcome to 112 Collected, designed by collectors for collectors." And it gives you a basic product care guideline. So definitely go ahead and screenshot that if that's something you're interested in reading. I definitely don't want to bore you guys to death with that. So yeah, very cool that they threw that in there. I'm guessing we probably won't get any other kind of instructions as far as this guy goes. Not like we get with our Figmas and Nendoroids and stuff, but yeah, let's go ahead and just get this blister pack off of here and take a look at the goods, right? And then here we go. Oh man, it's looking good already. Like what I see here, we got the plastic covering our main figure to protect its paint, as well as the extra head sculpt there. 2 most important things. Get right into here, take off some of this plastic. Man, that is cool. So this is all soft touch material, well, the clothes are, so really cool. But I definitely want to check out some of these accessories first, like this. Not sure what this is. I guess, okay, so this is the magnet clip there that the instructions were talking about. And here goes the actual sheath for the sword. That is really well done. Definitely like the paint on that. Very nice. And of course we have the sword here. What would you call that? A samurai sword, ninja sword, or just a vampire slaying sword? So go ahead and put that in there. Man, it even makes a cool sheath noise. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Maybe it's just in my head, but yeah, it's a cool little noise there. I like it. We got those little throw-in weapons, and that looks pretty cool. They did a nice job there with the metallic paint. Man, that is pretty nice. Definitely like how that came out. Pretty deadly looking little thing there. And of course you get two of them. And we got a ton of stakes here, so I'll just pull one out so we can take a look at it. Yeah, that is cool. Nice metal stake there. Pretty awesome looking. Finely detailed. Paint looks great too. Pretty excited for those. Like I said, you get 6 of them. And of course we have a couple of gun blasts here, which is kind of like a see-through yellow material, reminiscent of an actual gun blast from a gun or just muzzle flash. Pretty awesome looking. Definitely like that they included these. And you get a smaller one too. Pretty nice touch. Definitely like that as well. Oh, that's cool. So the end of this one actually has the bullet there, as you can see. So that'll probably make for some pretty good photos. And then sunglasses. We got a bunch of sunglasses. I don't know if there's any discernible difference between them. Maybe they just give you extras so you have extras. Not quite sure. So here is 2 of them, and they look pretty much the same. I mean, I guess you get 4 different sunglasses. Well, I don't want to say different, but 4 of the same sunglasses, which is cool. So that way, I guess, you know, if you lose one or something like that, you got extras. If you have any other characters that you want to throw some sunglasses on, well, you get 4 of them. Let's check out this extra head sculpt here, and this is the one with the mouth open, where you can see the Daywalker's fangs. Man, that is, whoa, that is crazy. That sculpt is really good, man. So taking a look at that sculpt there, that is pretty detailed. That looks gnarly. I like it. And I guess that's the size of the peg there. Let's pop the head out, and you can see his hair looks very Blade-like. I mean, he has a very distinct kind of hair pattern there. That is super cool. Definitely like that. Man, even like the ear canals are sculpted. Might be kind of hard to pick up, but yeah, that is cool. Definitely a really detailed sculpt. So aside from that, you do get all these hands there. Looks like we got 5 different pairs. Well, they might just be not really paired up, but you just get a bunch of different kind of grips, so you could hold onto the sword or the guns that he has. And I'm guessing the guns are underneath all this, but yeah, definitely a cool addition to it. Check out this figure, man. So you also get a free pack of silica gel, so just kind of throw that away, just like the instructions say. But yeah, let's see how this figure, let's see what all the hype is about. You got another head sculpt there, and this one, he does not have his mouth open. He kind of just has a menacing look. That is really cool looking. Definitely a great job on that as well. Like I said, all this fabric and stuff right here, this is all soft touch, so it's real material. It's not plastic clothing. So yeah, there we go. Looking at the figure, man, that looks cool. Definitely nice. You can't see a whole lot just because the clothes are there, but let's go ahead and check out some articulation points. The head obviously moves. You can exorcist him if you want. Shoulders, got some pretty good movement in the shoulders. That's nice because, you know, even this fabric material doesn't hinder him from moving, just like the other side. Definitely a good amount of articulation there as far as the fabric goes and not getting in the way. However, I do have an issue here because my blade has a hole in his armpit from, I don't know what, maybe the stitching went bad or something. So you can see his joint there, and it looks like we are on a double joint as far as the elbows go. So that's really nice, and you get quite a bit of articulation with him. Like with any new figure, you know, the joints might be a little stiff at first, so you do want to be careful with that. And as far as the hands go, they are on a little ball joint there, so you can move it in a bunch of different directions, so that's good too. As far as ab crunch goes, do we have some? Yes, we got a little bit of ab crunch there. Nothing crazy, but definitely enough to kind of get a more dynamic pose if you need to. And then you have movement here at the upper thigh area. So you could get, and that's the thing too with these pants, because they're a simulated leather, I guess. Not real leather, obviously, but the material is a little bit tighter, so you can't quite get, you know, as much as you really want out of it. There's enough play in there, so you can do plenty with him, but he probably won't be as posable on the lower end as he would other figures. Taking a look at the knees here, you got some good articulation at the knees as well. And those are actually double jointed too, so, you know, he can kind of get all beat up there. Here at the feet, it looks like we have an ankle joint, so we got some movement down there, but we do not have any kind of toe articulation. let's keep moving and see what else we get in the box. So moving out more plastic, and it looks like this is where our jacket is at. Nice. Yes, I was excited for this jacket. I completely forgot because I was, really excited about the figure itself, but this is his trench coat. Let's take a look at that. Man, they took great care into making sure that this thing stayed in pristine condition. And that's one of the other things, that little hole in the armpit of his shirt I won't notice because I do plan on having Blade's jacket on. And there we go. Man, we got classic Blade trench coat. That is cool, and it's that same material that his pants is made out of, so it may or may not limit his mobility once we put it on, but man, that's cool. So we got a little zipper here, so we got to unzip that and get the jacket on him. But I just want to check out the rest of the jacket, the inside, see if there's any hidden pockets. He might be able to throw some steaks in there or something like that. Well, no, it's just kind of, a plain jacket for him to wear. That's no big deal, but definitely a really good job on the jacket quality. Like that is nice. And there is a wire inside of the jacket as well, right here at the top, so you could actually pose the collar. And then we have the wire that runs down here as well, so we could pose it so the cape is open if he's running, or just kind of however you want to pose it. So that is a very cool addition there as far as that goes. That's nice. You could have the bottom furled out pretty clean. So down here it looks like we got our sweet Blade base, and that is cool. I was actually talking about this on the JoJo's Jotaro Kujo video, where a lot of times on figures you don't get like that cool kind of branded base there unless it's like a pre-order item or something like that, but Mezco is really good about giving you a nice branded base for all the figures you get. So I really do enjoy that one. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this to pose him. I kind of like not having the bases on some of my 1/12 scale figures. I just think it's a much cleaner look, and you can do some cool stuff, but you definitely need this if you're going to do some more dynamic poses. And there's one more blister pack here at the bottom, and let's go ahead and see what's in there. I'm sure it's going to be our stand as well as other accessories like the guns. Let's get this out the way here. And yeah, so it looks like we got our figure stand here as well as our guns, and we got a nice little clip there for it too. Not quite sure what this is, if this is for extra accessories maybe, but if that is really cool, especially if you get that on all 1/12 collectives. That's a nice little touch where you could add all your accessories so they're not just loose, or if you plan on not keeping the box and blister packs or anything. And yeah, so it actually is just like our Figmas come with. We get a 1/12 collective bag there for all our accessories. That is nice to have. Just a little Ziploc, so really cool. Definitely be using that. That's awesome. And then you got this white line down here. We could write, whatever figure it is. In this case, we'll write Blade. Nice touch there, Mezco. And then we got the figure stand here, which, I know a lot of people don't like having the hole in the back of like a Figma per se, but you put the stand in there and it looks really clean. But these ones, you actually have to wrap around the figure itself, and it won't necessarily give you a cleaner look per se. Obviously, if we had our jacket on Blade here, we probably won't notice it as much, but if you're looking at it on your shelf or something, or taking pictures, it might not offer you the best look for your figure, so just keep that in mind as well. But I am pretty happy that they did include the stand, unlike some figure companies that we know, SH Figuarts, but I'm not going to name any names, right? So let's go ahead and look at these guns, because man, this is cool. So we got our shotgun here. Oh, that actually moves. That's nice. Check that out. That actually moves back and forth. That's really neat. And then we got our hole here, so we could actually add the blast in there. And of course, with a shotgun, you got to have the big old blast. That is pretty gnarly. Definitely like that. Man, that's cool. I can't get over how that moves there. And then we got a strap too. So even if you're not using it and you don't want the gun blast on there, you could just throw it over Blade's shoulder, just so that way he does have the gun if you want him to when he needs it. Pretty dope. Looks like the last thing we got in the box here is a little submachine gun, which is cool. So we got an extra clip here. That's nice. You could actually see the little bullet inside. Pretty detailed stuff here. That's cool. And then the gun itself looks really good as well. They did a great job on the gun, and obviously this clip should remove, which it does, so that's cool. And there is no lack of quality on either clip, so that is nice to see. And then you could put your muzzle flash blast on there, And it looks really cool because you got the bullet flying out too. That is nice. So I'll go ahead and equip Blade here with all his necessities, hit you with some poses, and I'll see you in just a bit.
I was born to feel this fire, yeah. Hold my breath and look up higher. Oh, take life by the horns. No, I won't let go. I was born to take it to the limit, yeah.
There you have it, folks. That was the Blade figure from Mezco 112 Collected, and man, is it fantastic. Aside from the obvious limitations as far as, you know, the real fabric goes for the character, you know, it's fantastic. It still came out really, really great. These are meant to be a little bit more realistic in that regard, to have the real material here, and it does make sense to have that more limited kind of posing that you can get out of them, but you can still get some pretty dynamic stuff going. As far as balance goes on this character, he does alright. He could definitely stand up on his own, but still do risk him falling over. So I do recommend posing him with the stand. And do I think that this figure here was worth the $80 retail price that we paid? You know what? After taking it out of the box, seeing all the accessories, seeing the paint, seeing the quality of work, yes, including the armpit hole there in his shirt. You know, no figure is perfect, but man, this thing is awesome, and I do think that is worth that price tag. You get a ton of accessories, you get a wonderful sculpt there, and yeah, it's just hands down a quality figure. I'm a little upset that I haven't gotten into Mezco earlier, but at the end of the day, it's still okay because there wasn't a whole lot on my list as far as Mezco 112s I wanted to pick up. Like I said before in previous videos, I do have the Hellboy version on pre-order, so that's going to be really cool to get in when I do get that, and there is a few more on my list that I do want to check out. Yeah, my first Mezco 112 collective. I think it's awesome, and I hope you guys did too. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this Blade. So yeah guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want some more content, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.
Take it all. Take it all. I'll take it by the horns and don't let go. Climb to the top of the world, 'cause this is what I'm